Hello, lads and ladies. My name is Jacob. I'm God Barista. Welcome to a new stream video. Whenever you are watching this, welcome back to me playing playing around with Blender. Mm. You, where the hell is it? Where is it? Oh, and my microphone isn't even at its supposed supposed. Me so bad at English. Good. Fire. Open recent. Good. That's the one where I put the crown in, right? Right, no. Wait. Did I forget? Did I forget to say that? Oh yeah, it fucking looks like it. Oh damn. 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 Oh, there it is. Oh, I was so scared that this bus get fucked up or something, you know? Good. So in animation, what we apparently have to do, um, first choose layout, yes, then animation. Or how, I thought I understood how that worked, but apparently not. Hmm. 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 Okay. Mm. Come on, I forgot how that worked. How do I do this? King. How does king work? Ah, come on, I already watched the tutorial on this. It seems like I have to rewatch a tutorial on this. Hmm.
Hydropo.
Key animation blender. Keyframe für Anfänger. Good.
Chat got bigger on every stream.
Yeah, that's such a good sign. That's such a good sign. I'm so glad that you're all here. Like, no joke. It is incredibly fun recently to do this again. And yeah, this is suck. Um anyways, it's incredibly fun
What?
to do this. Sorry, I have some French fries on my plate. I
Hey.
season them with garlic powder, broth, broth powder,
What
mm,
s up?
a little bit of paprika. Yeah. Oh, what up? Tell me cool is up. I have to watch a godforsaken tutorial
Are you
again.
okay, XD?
Hmm.
Welcome to another exciting Blender tutorial.
I am okay. I am very okay at the moment. I'm just also eating my French fries. I'm sorry. I don't have many left, so don't worry.
And today we're going to be touching the subject of keyframes in Blender. So keyframes are a fundamental part of animation in any 3D software. And
Good.
essentially, if I were to put it in a simple way, if we were to move any object or rotate it or scale it, add any kind of value to a transform vector over this timeline. So for example, at frame 30, I want it to be in this location, be this scale with these transform vectors. We can insert a keyframe, so it's going to hold all of those values or those numbers on that specific keyframe. And then we can come to another frame, we can move along our timeline, and we can change those vectors however we want, and we can insert another keyframe. And then Blender will automatically, through what we call interpolation, add in that data for us, so we don't have to do it like the old days where we had to go frame by frame, like stop motion animation, and take a picture each time. So the computer does a lot of the work for us. And keyframes can not only be used for our location, our rotation, and scale transforms, they can also be used for anything, like, for example, the strength of a light. We can make a light be a certain strength at a certain time, and later on in our timeline, we can increase the strength, and Blender will automatically do that for us. We can.
Okay, wait. Let's see if I can use some of that knowledge already. Why are you here? I don't need you. I need that one. Okay. So if I make... Wait, let's see how fast that is. Okay. Keyframe type R. Set keyframe type. I'm gonna rotate this to 180 degrees. Okay, yeah. Proportional editing. Really? No. No, proportional editing. Connected. Am I doing this right? Options. What did it? Marker. I am such an idiot at the moment. Where is it? Select. I have to be able to do this at somehow. How do I do this? Easing. Automatic easing. Fake keyframes. No. I am really too dumb for this. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. Oh. Those are the values. Aren't they? They are. They are. Okay, up there is the rotation. Good, those are the values here, delta transform. Custom properties, no animation. Is this it? No. It didn't work. But why? I need to finish watching that video. That's why I am watching that
change
video.
colors over time. We can
a completely different tag. This is the light tag. Not what I need. Here's transform. This is where we're at.
change how a modifier behaves over time. So that's what I'm going to be showing in this tutorial, just the real fundamentals of keyframes for beginners, and I hope it's something you can use to grow as a 3D artist. So let's get started. So I've opened up a fresh new scene in Blender 2.93. And you can see here it just comes with the basic default cube, the camera, and the lamp. We're just going to be selecting the cube here, the mesh objects. Now, anything really that's in our viewport, we can pretty much animate and add keyframes to. But let's just use the default cube here. It's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit 1 to go into my front orthographic view. It doesn't really matter. You can even just go into your front view. It doesn't even have to be your orthographic. Just, front view, so it should be fine. And you're going to see down here, we have our timeline, right? So we start at 1 here, and by default, it runs to 250 on the end here. And it's actually running at 24 frames a second. So if you hit the spacebar and you play the animation, you can see it's actually running 24 frames for every second that passes. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to select this default cube, make sure it is actually active. It's very important that it is selected. You can confirm that by coming up to your scene collection here and seeing that the cube is active. And let's start by coming to frame 1. Obviously, that's the beginning of our animation.
Yeah.
Now, whenever we want to add in a keyframe, a really easy way to do that is to hit I. So with any object you have selected in your world space here, you're going to hit I, the I key on your keyboard, and it's going to give you all of these insert keyframe options, right? So the most common one is location. So location is pretty much when...
Before I forget that, let's try it ourselves. I? Control I. Control I. I just want to rotate you. Come on. Come on, man. If I can't even call up that menu, what the hell is wrong? The Control I. I only need that guy to. Why are you not doing the thing that I want you to do, you bastard? Insert keyframe. Keying setting. Rotation. Okay. Proportional editing. Yeah, connected. And Can you finally do something? Oh no, 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 no. Insert keyframe with keying set rotation. And ich mache dann die Rotation. Okay. Parent armature. Yeah. Parent type on collection instancing. Good, I rotated that thing now. Let's see what the rest of the thing
move anything. So if you hit N to bring up your properties panels, hit the N key, come up here
I'm
to
always
the item, and
incredibly
you can see all of these
overconfident
transform
when I'm
vectors.
doing fucking things
so
up.
if we
Very,
hit
very
I,
sorry, my
you can
friends.
see we have the location, which is this
I'm very,
one here.
very sorry, my
If you hit
friends.
I as well, you can see rotation, and you can also see the scale here. These are our three main transform vectors for anything in the 3D space here. So along the X, Y, and the Z coordinate, we have these values here, and we're using these ones. We can do any kind of animation, really. So let's start now to kind of have that out of the way with a basic animation. So let's make this cube just move. So let's come to frame 1, and we're going to hit I, and we want to move it. So that's going to be what? A location. So we're going to hit location, and on frame 1, it's now keyed that location. So you can see here it's confirmed because we can see that the location here is actually now yellow. So if we actually move the little slider, you can see it's no longer yellow, it's green. The green lets us know that on this location vectors along the timeline somewhere there is a keyframe. That's why these two here are not green. But if it's specifically on the keyframe here at frame 1, you can see it is yellow. That being said, you can also hover over these transform vectors and also hit I, and it'll insert a keyframe. So let's move about 25 frames in. So this is a 24 frames a second. That's the frame rate in Blender by default. So let's come to about 25. So in 25, it's going to be roughly a second that has passed. So let's make this move. So we're going to hit G. G allows us to move things in our space. And then we're going to hit X. The X is going to constrain it to the X axis here. So we're going to move it over to the side a bit. And you can actually see here now that we have a negative 6.6046 meters over here in the negative. You can also come and drag this slider to do the exact same thing.
And how do I
so
log that in?
G, X, or you can just come in here and manually do it. You can see we have the green here, which is the Y axis. So if you wanted to move it on the Y, you can do it in the negative or the positive value. And up and down is going to be our Z axis, which you can do as well. So you can use these here to move the cube however you want, or you can just hit G and you can do the exact same thing, positive, negative, and any of the spaces. So just using those free transform vectors on the location, you can move an object anywhere in Blender.
Okay.
So while we're on frame 24 here, I'm just going to move it here anywhere really, and then hovering over here, I'm going to hit I for those location vectors, and it's going to insert a keyframe. Once again, you can just hit I in your world space here and also insert a location keyframe. So now if we go to frame 1 and we hit the spacebar, we have that movement. So between frame 1 and frame 25, Blender is automatically going to fill in that data via.
Right, how did you log that in?
The frame rate in Blender by default. So let's come to about 25. So in 25, it's going to be roughly a second that has passed. So let's make this move. So we're going to hit G. G allows us to move things in our space. And then we're going to hit X. The X is going to constrain it to the X axis here. So we're going to move it over to the side a bit. And you can actually see here now that we have a negative 6.6046 meters
Mm-hmm.
over here in the negative. You can also come and drag this slider to do the exact same thing. Okay, so you can hit G, X, or you can just come in here and manually do it. You can see we have the green here, which is the y-axis. So if you wanted to move it on the y, you can do it in the negative or the positive value. And up and down is going to be our z-axis, which you can do as well. So you can use these here to move the cube however you want, or you can just hit G and you can do the exact same thing, positive, negative, and any of the spaces. So just using those free transform vectors on the location, you can move an object anywhere in Blender. So while we're on frame 24 here, I'm just going to move it here anywhere really, and then hovering over here, I'm going to hit I for those location vectors, and it's going to insert a keyframe. Once again, you can just hit I in your world space here.
Oh, I think I know that I did wrong. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna delete all that shit, and we're gonna go to second 0. Okay, then I'm gonna okay. Then this here, insert keyframe. Perfect. And then after 25 seconds, we rotate this thing. Perfect. And we insert another keyframe. Exactly. Hmm. Come on. There it is. Perfect. Oh. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Gonna rotate you again. Good. Insert keyframe. Bad looks so dumb at the moment. The poor fucking thing, no. No. I'm gonna delete all of you. Except for you. You are not bad. Badly quiet. Okay, I need a... I know what I need. I know what I need. I know what I need. I definitely know what I need. That is the Notes app for some reason. I'm gonna... What? No, 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 no. Okay, edit mode. Oh, no, not edit mode. This one. Yeah. I know, still edit mode. I don't give a damn. Perfect. Control C. Control C. I hope this all will make sense when I type that back in. That of course too. Perfect. And C W not W B. I'm such an idiot. Then that's the exact opposite of that one. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes sense. What are the same values? Okay, no, that was it didn't work. It didn't work out the way I hoped it would. I mean, I would like to view that thing from above again, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. You know what? I'm gonna rotate that bitch. Perfect. And my location is suspiciously similar. Insert keyframe. I meant the camera or whatever that is. It's the middle point. Okay, how do I solve this problem? That is not the right one, but that doesn't matter. I don't need that information. I need information of that very specific dot that I'm clicking here. I need to know that dot's location. Use selection from grids. Fix the camera. View location. Does that make sense? Eh? 3D cursor. What? That's 0, 0? What? Okay. Can I rotate you in a different way? Axis angle. Okay, it still doesn't do anything that I want. That kind of sucks. Delta rotation. Wait. Wait. I think I have an idea. Okay, wait, why is it gone now? That doesn't make sense. Come on, I just want to remove these very specific keyframes. Yes. Good. Now let's go to 24. Then let's do rotation. No. Let's key set key instead. Delta rotation. That's gonna suck so hard. All I can do is do my best in these kind of matters. We're editing, proportional editing, connected. Hey. Cannot report dope sheet editor. What? I don't know what the hell your problem is. Every time I'm trying to implement something, you don't want me to do that for some reason. I don't know why. Collection. Rotation is 90 degrees. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna... Let's transform. No, you asshole. I wanted to change the angle. How do I do this? Technically, I can just go... G? Whatever. What? That freaks me out a little bit. That freaks me out a lot. Why don't you want to do the thing that I want you to do? No. No. ID data, mark asset, view, selective. Focus mode, focus mode. No, this is not what I wanted. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't save. So it works. I have just a very, very annoying issue. No, don't even recover last session. No. Still there. View. So active. Restore areas. Focus mode. Oh. How conveniently annoying is that? The hell? Hmm. That is so not good. Convert to set origin. Duplicate link. Name active object. Mirror. Snap parent. Move to collection. Insert keyframe. Okay, I think that almost works. Proportional editing. Smooth. Constant. Connect. What? But why don't you rotate anymore? Now you rotate at all for some reason. Rotation W. Come on. That's the only option that makes sense. Mode. No, no. Axis angle. W. Mm. 180. Okay, that is not what I wanted. $180. $180. No. 180. $180. Disgusting. What if I now do 180? Nope. Already thought I should do something like 360. Hmm. Good. Hmm. Axis angle. What changes? Hmm. How exactly do I change this? Hmm. That's still the biggest problem. How can I fix my view position to that very specifically? So I'm just gonna no, come on. Proportional editing. Then with this one, then set keyframe with keying set load only rotation. What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you so incredibly annoying to deal with at the moment? Come on, I'm just trying to put the crown on you. Don't you just reject it so much? Be proud of you a little bit. And I also kind of think that this is very strange. What happened? Is it the lock that I put on the rotation thing? No, apparently not. Why can't I manipulate you anymore? That doesn't make sense. I can't do anything with this. I don't know why it does that. Oh, I'm so sorry, lads. That really kills my vibe. I'm being too frustrated. I'm sorry. I can't go on to like this. This is this is this is so incredibly shit. I'm gonna try to find something else. Find something out, otherwise I'm so sorry. Bye bye.